Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to organize your equipment using Fluid Life's myLab. In myLab, you can optionally organize your units by areas and types. Your equipment is also always organized by the customer or location, and components are grouped into units. Think of a unit as like your car. It has several components you might sample, such as the engine, transmission, and differential. Here's an example. I'll open Edit Equipment. Now, since I have multiple customers or locations, I get a list of them on the left. I'll select myLab Test 3. myLab Test 3 is organized by area, so I now have a list of the areas which are Mine Mobile and Plant. Let's have a look at the Mine Mobile units. The Mine Mobile units are organized by type. I have 3 types set up on my units: dozer, excavator, and grader. myLab automatically puts anything I haven't set in the other type. Let's select the excavators. Now I have a list of just the myLab Test 3 Mine Mobile excavators. I'll select one. On the unit information on the right, you can see the fields for unit area and type are set to Mine Mobile and excavator. If these were blank, this is where I'd fill them in or correct them if they are wrong. myLab won't show you a list to select from if there's only one entry, so if you haven't organized your equipment yet, you won't see the area and type selections. Let's go back to the customer list by selecting the Edit Equipment sign. Now I'll pick the myLab Test 1 location. Notice that we don't get an area selection. It goes right to types. That's because none of the units in this location have an area filled in, or they are all the same. Each person using myLab can decide how they'd like to see the levels. I'll click on my name in the upper right, and then select Profile. Now I'll select Preferences. Here in the Equipment Navigation field, I can pick which levels I'd like. The default is to show them all. This way, when multiple people are looking at the same equipment, they can have it organized as needed. Even if you don't want to navigate through the areas and types, it can still be very useful to set them for your equipment, as you can then filter different people so they can only see and control units in their area of responsibility, simplifying their job. Now I'll show you how to quickly set them. I'll go back to Edit Equipment using the task drop list at the top center. Now I'll select myLab Test 2. As you can see, I immediately get a list of units. That's because none of these units have a type or area set yet. I'll now click the Edit All Units button down here. I now get a spreadsheet with all of the data for these units. I'll scroll over to the unit type column so I can see the model. I'll find the first cat dozer and set it, and press enter. Now I could repeat that for each one, but there's a faster way. I'll click on the dozer and drag down while holding the mouse button. When I let go of the mouse button, I get a pop-up to fill the selection with dozer. I'll click that. Now they're all set to dozer. I'll do the same for the heavy trucks at the bottom of the list. Now that I'm done, I'll click Save. And then I'll go back to the Manage Equipment screen. Now when I select myLab Test 2, I see my equipment organized by the types I just entered. Thank you for watching.